G'day and welcome back to the channel. I want to talk today about what I believe is the most significant FPV video I've ever seen. It really is. It is something everybody should see, and a little bit there, but I'm not going to put the whole video in. That'll be a breach of YouTube's terms and conditions. So I'll put a link to this video in the description of my video, and you must go and watch it. You must. And I'll tell you why. Because we've been wondering, the community's been wondering for a long time, why are governments so hell-bent on regulating this hobby out of existence? And I mean, let's face it, they talk safety. Oh, it's a safety matter. We don't want these drones bringing down airliners. We don't want people being injured by reckless use of drones. Yet when you look at the actual figures, the statistics, the actual numbers, the evidence, we haven't seen anybody killed by the recreational use of a multi-rotor drone. So it's been 10 years now since we started flying these things. Nobody has died. There is no, I think it was probably the safest hobby in the world in terms of the number of deaths. People die on golf courses every day around the world. People die fishing, they die swimming, they die jogging. Recreational multi-rotor drones haven't killed anybody yet. So why are they, places like Canada, there are now more restrictions and more regulations surrounding the use of a drone, and it's even a child's toy, than there is around firearms. Same in the USA. You don't need to sit an exam in Canada, or I don't know about Canada, but in the USA, you don't need to sit an online exam to buy a handgun. No, but you do if you want to buy a drone. So yeah, what is the reason that politicians are pushing so hard to have these things so significantly regulated? Now, we've spoken about the issue of ownership and commercialization of the airspace from 0 to 400 feet, and that is one factor. It is a factor, but it's not the only factor. The video that you should go and look at, this shows you the real truth, the reason why politicians want these damn drones regulated out of the sky. And this is a very, very, it's a very moving, it's a very poignant video. It's about in Hong Kong, the Chinese government introduced a bill to repatriate offenders to mainland China where they could be dealt with by the Chinese government. And Hong Kong has been a free country since the English leased it many, many years ago. And the people who live in Hong Kong are used to the freedoms of democracy. Now that China has taken that country back under its own wing, they're trying to remove a lot of those freedoms. And so you can see the people in Hong Kong are very, very afraid of what could happen. So when this bill was produced, they rallied in the streets. Millions of them, or over 1 million anyway, rallied in the streets, and that was dealt with by force. The Chinese government dealt with this by force. And yeah, we've seen news reports on the television, and we've read it in the newspapers, but it doesn't portray the situation nearly as well as this video. This video is just poignant. It is gripping, it is dramatic, and it is all those things because it gives you a perspective that you can't get from a TV camera in the streets. You can't get it from someone looking out a window of a high-rise building, because this drone in this video has flown through the crowds. It's flown through the tear gas, just inches over the heads of the riot police that were firing these rubber bullets and these tear gas canisters and using their batons against innocent people. It is absolutely astonishing. It is amazing. And it's not just the content of the video, but it has been very, very well edited. The color grading is fantastic. The whole thing is just a work. It's a masterpiece. And my hat goes off. If I had a hat on, I would take it off to Team Black Sheep. They have done such an amazing job with this video. And it is a video that couldn't have been done any other way and produced the same level of effect. It reaches out and it grabs you by the heart. So this is why governments don't want us flying drones without a great deal of control, because it's all about perception, it's about power, it's about control. So it's only due to the use of a drone like this that TBS has been able to document and showcase the injustices that are taking place there. Now, governments don't like to be shown to be doing the wrong thing. They hate it. So in the USA, in Canada, in Australia, in just about every country in the world, the governments are very sensitive to being portrayed in a bad light. And we've already seen environmental groups exposing huge problems through the use of drones. And that reflects badly on government, reflects badly on the corporations that fund the governments. So this is just showing you that the real agenda, or at least part of the real agenda, is nothing to do with safety. It's all about covering your ass. And governments realize that drones give the people the power to shine sunlight on some of the unsanitary things that they choose to do. That's why they don't want you, I, or anyone else flying these drones without a huge amount of control. And as I say, my hat is off to TBS. They've done a fantastic job. This is not just an FPV video. It is a political statement. It's a statement of freedom. It's a statement of democracy and a statement of choice. And I think you should go and watch this video. Leave a comment on their video, leave a comment on this video. But I don't think we'll see another video quite as poignant as this for quite some time. So hats off to Trappy. He was the one that's kicked off this whole thing. And I'm sure, looking at the video, people are going to say, oh, that was dangerous. He flew a quad over the heads of people. And that's dangerous. And it's against the rules. But stop and think about it. This was a crowd that was being attacked with batons, bullets, tear gas. Do you really think they cared about a 3-inch quad flying over their heads? I don't think they did. In fact, I imagine the crowd that see this video will have cheered Trappy for what he's done by showcasing this in a way that really does reach right into your heart and make you aware of the struggles these people are going through at the moment. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Big homage to Team Black Sheep. Thank you, guys. This has really put things in perspective. So now, when your government comes to you and says, you need to be registered, you need to sit an exam, you need to do this, you need to do that, gives you a little glimpse as to why they might be so obsessive about something that has never killed anybody in the entire history of the human race. There you go, folks. Thoughts, comments to the description, or to the area provided by YouTube on this video. Thank you to my Patreons for your support, and there are support links in the description. But go and look at the video. You must. You absolutely must. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.